Hey everybody, this is Dream, and today I'm going to be reviewing Gravity Heroes. Gravity Heroes is developed by Studiukia Solution and published by P-Cubed. This game is $14.99 on Xbox, and it came out on 4/9/2021. So what is Gravity Heroes? It is a action game, kind of a platformy game too, where you utilize gravity and things in these four-sided levels to maneuver around in order to defeat enemies with weapons. And these enemies vary in all sorts, from enemies that fly around the screen to enemies that stay on certain platforms. Basically, throughout the game, you're going to have to utilize the gravitational directions in order to dictate where you want to stand in order to fire at the enemies. This is kind of a cool mechanic, I thought. It's a very different than what I'm used to playing, and for this kind of game, I thought it was pretty well done from this perspective. It's a very fun mechanic because it's going to make a difference into how you want to maneuver through the level. It kind of takes a little getting used to, but and then the enemies also, they come in waves, and so you're going to have to destroy a bunch of enemies, and then once you get those done, the new ones will come. And there's also power-ups that come on the screen which give you different types of weapons or health or grenades and other things of nature, and that's going to help you get through the levels as well. Certain types of enemies also kind of seek you out and try to hit you, and so they're going to take your health away, so you need to be aware of that. As for the how the game actually works, it's pretty simple from the perspective of you just have to fly around with the gravitational pull changing, which direction, based on which direction you go. The only drawback of this is it seems like it's a little bit harder to shoot in a different direction when you want to, and it kind of takes an extra button press, which kind of makes it so you have to stop shooting in order to turn around. At least based on the way I usually like do shooting games and how the buttons are laid out, and I feel like that they need some customization options from that perspective. It's not game breaking, but it was a little bit of an annoyance at certain times, at least until I was able to get used to the game. Each level is definitely set up in a unique way so that it changes like the challenge of that level and how to defeat enemies. Some levels have like different types of places in the center of the map that you can kind of jump onto that's going to make killing certain enemies easier. But not all of the enemies on the map are going to be super easy to get once you find the right place. But pretty much every map is kind of designed that you're going to be able to find those places regardless. The game does take some getting used to, utilizing the gravity and figuring out which direction you want to be shooting and things of that nature. And there's lots of different guns that you can get as power-ups that are going to help you exceed through the levels as well. Overall, I'm going to give the game a 7 out of 10 because it's a pretty fun little game. However, it's not as... it has a few issues when it comes to like movement and things of that nature. They're not game-breaking again, but they're just... It's a pretty straightforward little game. As for the price, I believe it's $14.99. I feel like this game probably should have been about $10. It's probably a little overpriced for what it is, but it's not a terrible price. If you can get it on sale for $10, then I'd say that's probably a good deal. As for the achievements in the game, they are pretty straightforward too. They will take you quite a bit of time, unlike a lot of games like this, because they're going to require you to like kill lots of different enemies a whole bunch of different times. Complete the campaign. And also then like survival mode achievements as well for surviving so much with so much time and things of the nature. Overall though, I do kind of enjoy the game, so it's a pretty decent little game. Like I said, if it's $10, I think that's a great price. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and have a nice day.